Wait too long as I just clicked the live button and people are streaming on both from Facebook and YouTube and here on Instagram. I wanted to ask you all, what is it that you do when you wake up and you're in pain? You have a choice. We all have a choice. And this morning I woke up in pain. My leg was feeling some kind of way. I couldn't really get up and walk on it. And this is my good leg, y'all. And it made me think, what do we do when we're not feeling well? And specifically for people who tend to have to stay in a lot, or isolate themselves a lot, or are alone a great deal. I don't want, I use the word excuse only for lack of a better word, but it comes to a time when it's the perfect excuse for me to just stay by myself. I don't have to get up. I don't have to see anyone. I don't have to have anyone notice what it is that I look like when I'm walking around in pain. But today, I chose to actually get up and go out. How many of you are structured enough to get up and go out? Whether or not you're going through depression, going through anxiety, dealing with a chronic illness, dealing with unemployment, dealing with divorce. Some of us take these things and we stay at home, we stay in bed, we stay in front of the television. And I just wanted to let you all know that today I made a conscious decision. So just like I made a conscious decision, you can make a conscious decision. Hey guys, hi Greg. You can also make a conscious decision to get up and go out. So these are some of the things that I learned when I actually got up and went out of the house. I went to Sam's Club, want to record it for you guys, hit record for live in Sam's Club. And if anyone else knows, like I know, it's actually not a good stream. It's really bad to try to even use your phone in Sam's Club. But I went to Sam's Club in all the busyness of the holiday coming up. And some things that I was able to do here was see that I can be the light of the world and the salt of the earth. I wouldn't have been able to do that if I didn't get up and go out. People were grumpy today. People were grumpy and in a hurry, and I understand. I completely understand. It's the holidays. People want to go out there and do what it is that they need to do. I had to be the light of the world and the salt of the earth because, one, that's what God is calling for me to be. But I can't do that if I'm consistently at home. If I constantly make the decision that, yo, I'm in pain, whether or not it's heart pain or physical pain or mental pain, and I don't want to deal with anyone, I don't want to see anyone, I just don't want to have to deal with the world. We have to make a decision about whether or not we are going to step out into the world. Hey, Malika, it's great to see you. And I decided to get up and go out, even though I was in pain today. Because I did decide to get up and go out, I was able to be the light of the world and the salt of the earth. Also, surprise. My mom got to have someone with her today. Hey, Becky, how are you? My mom got to have someone with her today. All because I made the decision not to stay home. And for me, I can say coddle myself because that's what I do. When I'm in pain, I'm in pain. I don't want to deal with anything else. But I'll stay at home for days on end. Everybody will do everything in their power to get me to get out of this house. And I realized how resilient I was today. And it empowered me because I said, you know what? I'm not going to let it get me down. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go out regardless of how I feel. And what it did for me was I got to actually stop thinking about the pain that I was feeling in my leg. By the time I got back to the house, I had already forgotten for probably about 2 hours the pain that I had been in when I left to go to Sam's. I could have been in pain because everybody was so grumpy, but even then, it did not change the fact that I wasn't even thinking about it. How many of us know or even want to identify or give ourselves credit for the strength that we have when we get through the day, when we get through days that are hard for us in the first place, but we take a step out on faith and go ahead and do more. Give yourself credit and realize how much power you have in the resilience that you are exuding. Also, surprise, as I said, my mother was probably very happy that someone went Thanksgiving grocery shopping with her. And I say Thanksgiving grocery shopping because Thanksgiving grocery shopping is much different than normal grocery shopping. And for those of you who are going to be cooking Thanksgiving dinner on Wednesday, starting Wednesday, finishing Thursday, and finally eating it on Thursday, you know what I'm talking about. Got in line with a whole bunch of people, but she was happy to have me out with her. And in all honesty, I usually say, no, I'm just going to stay here. No, I don't want to go out. It's either because I'm in pain, because I just don't want to deal with the outside world, because I feel better being isolated, or because I just don't want people to see me. We need to get out because isolation is not helping us to be everything that we already are and everything that we can be. And yes, I know it sounded like an Army commercial, but remember that you're resilient and you have power beyond what you know. And sometimes you have to get out in order to see it. And then lastly, I think I already said this, but sitting here in pain was a choice. I could have either sat here in pain or gotten out and forgotten about it. And I decided to get out, and I was surprised. I'm not going to lie, I was surprised that I had forgotten how much pain and the weird feeling my left leg had given me this morning. In fact, as I sit here right now talking to you all, I actually don't feel it nearly as bad as I did. So just know that you're powerful beyond measure and that you can be the light of the world and the salt of the earth, but we have to get up and get out and enjoy God's creation and the people around us, even if they look like they're not enjoying us. But you have to get out in order to become everything that you want to be. You can't do it in a bubble. You can't do it just by yourself. So I just want to jump on and say that to you all. If I don't see you by Thursday, have a happy Thanksgiving, but I have a feeling I'll see you Wednesday night. Take care, guys. Bye. And to this group on here, I have not seen you all for a little while, but I wanted to go ahead and let you know that I will be coming on live Wednesday night, talking to you before the big Thanksgiving and us being tired the next day and all of that. So I hope everyone is doing well and getting ready to get out Thanksgiving. Talk to you soon.